Teacher Talking Sports, what it does, what it do, how we live in. On Friday, the three All-NBA teams were announced for the 2024-25 season. Beginning last season, the league instituted a 65-game rule for the major awards that caused many notable players this year and last to not be eligible for All-NBA due to not reaching that games played threshold. Here is an All-NBA team of players who were not eligible without the new minimum games played rule in effect. These five could have perhaps found their way in an All-NBA team or at least received some votes. Anyone who played less than 41 games was not considered. Apologies to Paolo Banchero, Jaylen Brown, Jimmy Butler, Kyrie Irving, and Ja Morant for falling just shy of being listed. I'm going to name the five guys in alphabetical order. And remember, these All-NBA teams are now positionless. So let's start with Anthony Davis, who, of course, began the season with the Lakers before being traded to the Mavericks. Traded the Mavericks in early February. Davis got injured in his first game with his new team. A left adductor strain kept the 32-year-old off the court for 6 weeks in his 51 games with both teams. Davis went on to average 24.7 points, 11.6 rebounds, 3.5 assists, 1.2 steals, and 2.2 blocks. It should be fun seeing a hopefully healthy Davis paired up next season with their likely first overall pick, Cooper Flagg. Luka Doncic, of course, Mavericks to the Lakers. Still just 26 years old, Doncic was part of arguably the most shocking trade in NBA history. At the time, he had a calf injury that sidelined him for about a month and a half. In the end, with Dallas and the Lakers, the 6'6" guard appeared in 50 games. Doncic posted averages of 28.2 points, 8.2 rebounds, 7.7 assists, and 1.8 steals. Prior to this season, he had been named to the All-NBA first team for 5 straight years. Kevin Durant, Phoenix Suns. The Suns were a major disappointment in 2024-25, but Durant surely wasn't the main culprit. Phoenix went 33-29 with him in the lineup, but were an atrocious 3-17 with him sidelined. In his 60 outings, the 17-year veteran had averages of 26.6 points, 6 rebounds, 4.2 assists, and 1.2 blocks. He has now averaged at least 25 points per game for 16 straight years. Franz Wagner, Magic. Wagner receives the nod over his teammate Banchero, due in part to playing in 14 more contests. The 23-year-old missed around a month and a half because of a torn right oblique in January. In his 60 appearances, Wagner averaged 24.2 points, 5.7 rebounds, 4.7 assists, and 1.3 steals. Orlando went 33-27 with them, but just 8-14 with him out. And with Victor Wembanyama, of course, with the Spurs. The NBA entered its All-Star break. It seemed as if the Defensive Player of the Year race was already over. The 2023-24 unanimous Rookie of the Year, Wembanyama was running away with the honors. Just 21 years old, the 7'3" center was diagnosed with deep vein thrombosis, which ended his season in mid-February. Playing in 46 outings, Wembanyama averaged 24.3 points, 11 rebounds, 3.7 assists, 1.1 steals, and 3.8 blocks. Remarkably, his 176 rejections were 28 more than anyone else, despite missing the final 2 months. So, yes, here's an All-NBA team of guys who did not actually qualify for the actual All-NBA teams because they didn't reach the 65-game minimum. Let me know if you agree, if you would have included someone else. Guy like Durant, kind of a shame because he fell just 3 games short. And as I mentioned, the Suns were so much better with him in the lineup. Of course, Franz Wagner and Banchero both had torn obliques at the same time, which was kind of crazy. But let's hope that these guys can be a little bit healthier next season and reach that 65-game threshold. Anyhow, don't forget to subscribe. Tell a friend to subscribe. Like the video, share the video, hit the bell for notifications. I'm out.